Hello, hello. So we are seeing some really interesting things within the context of our light bodies. And hello, soul travelers. And part of that magic is the quick manifestations and just kind of noticing that, the awareness of it, but also feeling really light in the body. So waves of sort of this lightness and feeling really connected, really replenished. And what can happen sometimes is that our energy centers are replenished where the energy may have previously been plugged into lower frequencies. So fear, doubt, judgment, the usual suspects, whatever kind of can trigger us and take us out of that feeling. So that's part of the awareness. But it's normal to have periods of emotional discomfort during this process as well. And so there's a lot at play here. Where we are freeing ourselves up in a way for communing with the divine, which is really spirit and our heart driving the car with ego as a lovely passenger instead of ego trying to, get in the way and run the show. Somebody asked about the boom that I mentioned in the other video. What is the boom? Well, again, it's nothing to fear, it's nothing bad. It is our limited frequency band expanding at high speeds. Okay, so in other words, our channel is vastly exploring both our earthly selves, but also our other dimensional selves. And so there's a lot coming on with different parts of your intuitive channels, the pineal gland. And what I was sort of shown is that we are experiencing what it's like to move through a pole shift. And when we are, in these waves of light body and we're feeling really good, and then the next day it's like, whoa, I'm right back in polarity. I am like stuck in the mental thought process, the trappings of the mind, feeling kind of just a little bit all over the place, then if this is you, first of all, you're not going crazy, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's that spin cycle that is part of this process, and those are always great days to rest, is what I found. But it can be really disorienting during that process to feel kind of the waves that oscillate, just like many things in this process. And we were given a pretty big window. So the way that I sort of look at it is training in a way. Again, what keeps us plugged in, what can unplug us for it or from it, and also just what our physical bodies need, just navigating the emotional terrain and freeing ourselves up from the thought process. But for that thought process, to know that not all of the thoughts are even coming from ourselves. And so that can, go down another rabbit hole, but we are really re engineering those sound waves. We are deprogramming, what many refer to as the matrix from the inside out. So it's really an inside job, takes clusters and teams. But the re-engineering of the sound has a lot to do with both our thought process and even intrusion of thoughts, from other sources. And so there's a lot at play here. So just wanted to send some love and to share with you to take good care of yourself. Of course, intuition is coming up pretty strongly as well, just because, it's been suppressed for a long time. There's been fear around just fearlessly trusting our intuition to guide us, our heart, our soul. And that comes with historical data and perhaps past lives where it wasn't really supported, right? And even perhaps violently opposed. And so all of these things can come up when we are feeling a call to speak big truths. Now, always honoring too that there are many perspectives to look at something, just like a diamond. But yeah, just sending you love. If there's something that you feel called to share, as many of you will, you know, go out and do you. Um, so that's all for the moment. Just wanted to pop in and say hello and send everybody much love.